Hello and welcome to the world of Entity Points. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you seen the truth? I am the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers ever present, and to the players, the consequences of their actions and the world around them. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. Before we begin, with that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Archibald Monroe.
Well, many things have gotten on Archie's nerve today already. Archibald's nerve already today. First of all, him.
What did I do?
What you just did. First and foremost, being the way they behaved around Calvin. They got me in trouble, pretty much. And
He was a prick.
the one thing that I could use to explain our strange behavior, well, get him to focus on something else, can't really use as an excuse because I'm not going to mention Alan. So I'm in the doghouse on that one for now. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see about that. And so, secondly, one Silas Newton. He seems to have some sort of he's certainly a special. He seems to have some sort of future or danger sense, perhaps some sort of premonitions that are expressed via paintings, during which he goes into a trance. And he was very frustrating to speak with, and it was hard to restrain myself while talking. Fortunately, I was able to follow him back to the base of what seems to be a bunch of rogue specials. I am concerned, but for now I can't report that because Tracy's in there. Not Tracy. What? Kathryn is in there. Sorry, name has been appearing in my brain.
Kathryn was freed at the end of the sentence.
I know. Doesn't know that. He doesn't know that they're free. No, we haven't had. We don't know what's happening yet. Archie's not assuming.
Okay.
So that's another thing. But at least we discovered that compound. And third, the most. So Thaddeus Burke. He is a special, it seems, with some sort of static energy I've never seen before. He was even more frustrating to deal with than Silas was. And when I attempted to restrain him, he overcame it and subverted it, forcing it back upon me and put me under some sort of technology suppression effect or disruption effect for a couple hours. And yeah, I couldn't do anything. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got.
Perfect. Constance.
What the fuck am I doing? I mean, like, I managed to save Kathryn. That's great. Love to see it. But I literally had to persuade like a counter military organization to let her go. And even then, we kind of had to fight them a little bit. Why couldn't they just be like normal ass people who were like, you know what, kidnapping is wrong. We'll just let her go. But no, they're not. They're not normal ass people. John seems pretty cool though. He seems chill. John. Who else? But my apologies. John. No, no, no. There are going to be massive, drastic consequences to this, right? Um, Things are going to be really bad, and they're going to be really bad for me because I'm now even just barely associated with Kathryn and also now with Cloud. That's really bad. That's really bad. Really bad.
All right. Alfonso.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember a fine enough detail to put together what I'm feeling right now. So we're just gonna say I drank whiskey the whole way to the vault when the door opened. So I forgot everything
That's probably accurate.
that's happened. Probably.
John.
The vault was more uncomfortable than not. I dealt with a little girl for most of the time. She. Bless you. She knew things she shouldn't. Her imaginary friend, if you could call it that, Abraham. I hope that barely popped up. He knew things about me that most people shouldn't. He knew at a glance, a feel, that I wasn't as special, even though I was trying my hardest to pretend to be. But I doubt that's something one can pretend. Even more disturbingly, he said that I would be. But that's not on my mind at the moment. Voila. As the French say.
All right.
I forgot to say Silas is pretty chill.
No, he
Do
wasn't.
you want to say that again?
Silas he's pretty chill. He's a good friend of mine.
Problem. Continue, Steve.
Okay.
He's really good at painting.
Anyways, you're muted. Okay. Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions? I asked that last time. Unfortunately, you chose not to answer.
But do you?
I've danced with many a devil. Anyway, do you have any questions? You have any questions? Very well. Allow me to paint a picture. The pained one sits in a room, waiting. Their eyes are closed as they take in all the sounds. They feel a presence watching them. They wonder what it wants. Whatever it is, it cannot be good. Someone calls for them. Captain, you need to see this. Nolan Hayes stands, taking in a breath. What is it now? Thursday, January 2nd, 2020. Archibald, Constance, Alfonso, and John have just freed their mutual friend, Kathryn Taylor, after being imprisoned by a man named Matthias. You stand outside the vault immediately after Matthias closed the door. Archibald and Alfonso just arrived as you two are leaving with Kathryn. What would you like to do?
I believe we were gonna do what he and I did while they were inside there.
We did that. That's why we went and talked to
No,
them.
we didn't. That was
Oh,
while
that was
they
the
were on
2
there.
hours
That was
before
before they
we-
went there, yeah.
Oh,
And in the meantime, we were going to the bunker he had. Well, he forgot that that's where they were going.
But I'm an
They were going to
idiot.
a different
And we'll start there.
Yeah.
Well-
Me forgetting things. is
well-
coming back.
Go back just a few hours. You two are going towards a different.
the bunker that he knows.
You lead him through the woods, coming to a very different bunker than the one we have previously encountered. This one seems to be a small stone structure with a giant door sitting in the front. And the structure is maybe 15 feet, 15-foot square in size and shape. Nothing beyond. But the door has shifted open. It doesn't work anymore. It's stuck. Open. As you walk inside, you come to a painfully white room. The light is flickering. There is a strange monitor embedded in the wall with a keypad covered in symbols. Various symbols, varying meaning. Alchemical, planetary. The anarchy symbol is there too.
Is the technology suppression thing effect that he put on me, that Burke put on me, still in effect, or is it faded away?
It has faded away at this
Alright.
point.
Wonderful. I am going to pull out my molecular analysis visor and start looking at the wall. Do
They are
they
made
seem-
of a material you have never seen before.
We said they were.
It's what I said. Is there any? You said this place is a little rundown. Is there any like bits or pieces come off of the wall, or is it fully intact?
It's pretty much fully intact. There are pieces off the wall, but you see the white part is actually just paneling. It's the stone underneath that is the material. The outside is just like white plexiglass,
So is
And
the
also,
stone underneath untouched then?
pretty much untouched.
And also, there would be you would see like stuff in there from
Yeah.
collecting things.
Various stuff in the corner, a couple boxes.
Anything notable?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, there would be.
That he would note.
Nothing depends on how well I buried
Is
it
there
underneath
some-
other stuff.
Should I make a cognition roll?
Make a scan the area.
Yeah. There's an 11 fair.
What does he find?
So
Oh yes.
apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just remembering that, are you?
Yes, it took me.
That's the one thing I didn't forget.
I-
So apparently not too well hidden, there would be a suit of power armor that is slightly damaged and has been painted black. But as you can see, there are smears of the black paint that have come off to reveal the purple underneath it.
In it's not like a thick, large power armor. It's very slender in comparison to the armors you have seen. And even though there are various parts of it that seem like they're fabric, you can definitely tell with your goggles they are not fabric.
They're rather familiar.
You have seen this style, not painted black. Yeah.
Is that an Infinity Core armor suit?
I don't know what that is. No, I know what the suit is. I don't know what that is, to clarify.
They're an organization.
That is it.
Yeah.
You have said the extent.
Yeah.
It is an organization called Infinity Corps.
Yep.
That is the extent of what you know.
It's an organization called the Infinity Core.
Now that just sounds pretentious. Calling yourself Infinity. Who
That
the
is-
heck would do that?
It would be pretentious to paint a suit black.
Purple
Not to
stands
mention
out.
edgy.
The purple stands out. There's a very specific reason for it being black. Because I'm not racist.
I'm certain.
Room was too
I'm
white.
certain your excuse must be valid.
Valid or legal?
Neither.
Clarify.
Neither. It was sarcasm.
Oh.
Yes, I'm aware. You're unfamiliar.
Oh, hey, by the way, I should probably tell you, we figured out where Kathryn was. She's at this other vault with a different group of people. I'm going to put this suit on because it still moves. It's very nice armor. Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm sorry. Go back a bit. What?
What'd you miss?
You just didn't tell me that they were going there to meet with. Those are specials. They're not to be trusted.
People have to be trusted.
Yes,
You
but
missed that
these
step.
more than most because they have powers that you don't. They do things that
Like
you
the
can't.
government. They do things that I can't. I get in trouble for it. But you.
I'm leaving.
But yeah, I'm just picking this up and then we're going to head over.
You better get changed quick. I am not having a good day.
Yeah, I know. Also, in my defense, I did kind of forget when talking to Cosmic
I
Dude with
don't
glowing eyes.
Care. Get changed and let's go.
No looking. Turn around.
This is a mechanical question. Do you have any armor? Like, do you have armor that does anything currently on your sheet?
I
don't believe so.
Where would that be on such
Equipment. It would be
Gear.
gear. It will say whether you have armor or not.
I do not.
Okay. While wearing it, it is even because it's not powered. You only counts as 2 armor. It's not powered armor. It's just 2 armor. While you're wearing
So how does that function from like a game mechanic?
reduces
it,
Use
it basically means whenever you're in combat, you
get
take 2
shot.
less damage.
If you get shot and the gun does 3 harm, you only take 1 harm.
Gotcha.
Except
3 minus
if
2
it is a
1.
powered gun.
Since the suit isn't powered, that doesn't apply. But if the suit was powered, it still would reduce it.
If your suit was powered, Brian, I know there's an actual mechanic there.
It would reduce powered harm.
It
Still.
reduces powered
Gotcha. But it's not.
because
It doesn't.
powered harm goes through normal armor. So if the gun was powered and you got shot now, you would still take 3 harm.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you're now wearing 2 your armor,
I need to write that down
probably.
Probably. You just write armor suit plus 2 armor.
somewhere. Very talented.
Pencils.
They're over there. Okay. So, you're examining around. Do you do anything in this room other than looking at it? Because there's a panel and a monitor, and the monitor, is a fairly blank, but you see there is just this occasional blinking green line, like it's waiting for text.
Is technology also made of an unfamiliar substance? Or
No.
all familiar? Wonderful. We'll have to get a sample of that stone later. I would save a record of the structure of the stone, like the substance.
And that's it. Do you do anything with the panel?
I will not for now. I would poke around a little bit in the rest of his equipment.
That is the only thing of
Yeah.
note.
Hey,
I think I know.
hey. Thought you said you were leaving the vault.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Also,
Let's
side
go.
note, there was 100% like a vault number spray painted on the front of the door.
Vault.
76, but anyway.
Do you
Okay.
not want one?
And then,
Grab one. I'm
do you
sorry.
do anything in those 2 hours? The rest of that
They
time.
play Fallout.
I would.
Unfortunately, they're playing 7.
Almost choked on my own saliva.
Yeah,
No. Archie would just be checking on all his tech to make sure that everything's working fine.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
As you're leaving this bunker, and you pass, you hear like the light flickers and it stops flickering for a moment. And as you're passing the threshold of the door, you hear this beep, like beep. How's the weather? Come from the monitor.
Is that something that's normal?
It no.
Hmm.
Well,
that's new.
excuse
Hey, what's
me.
Patrick? What's the weather look like currently?
Fairly.
Like temperature wise,
60.
in January, partly
No.
cloudy. Partly cloudy.
You're in the middle of Colorado. It's cold. Partly cloudy.
Cold and partly cloudy.
Beep beep. How's the weather?
What do you ask?
How's
Yeah.
the weather?
Stormy.
How's the weather?
I don't have time for this. Let's go.
And it starts as like you pass, the light starts flickering.
I will investigate this later.
Gonna have to go find a dictionary here in a minute. Every synonym for the
Dictionary.
word weather. Weather.
Dick.
Now,
What if it was called Dictionary?
Frictionary.
okay. So now we shift ahead back to the vault where you two see Constance and John leaving with a bruised Kathryn, and then the door shuts behind them.
Did we see anyone with them on the other side?
You saw Matthias. You don't know who Matthias is. The door shuts.
What happened in there?
We got her out. It took some convincing. Just a little bit of fighting.
Convincing?
Yeah.
He's just trying to injure the obvious.
Kathryn was like this when we found
happened
her.
before they got here.
Yeah.
Is there any sign of his injury from being electrocuted?
I didn't get electrocuted.
No, was it him?
John got
Never
like
I got like
There's a little burnt smell,
singed.
a little singe on his hair.
Rock,
What
walk
happened
up
to
and go. Your hair's singed.
John?
Smell it.
What was that?
It just makes me uncomfortable. I'm be honest with you.
Do you like test colognes that way too?
No. What do I look like?
Someone's up in the store spraying
Well,
other
you just-
people to smell them.
You just walked up to a smoking man and took a big whiff. I am questioning everything I know about you now.
You know what? That's fair. Anyway, Kathryn, what the heck happened to you? Out of curiosity, how disappointed does she look about that discussion that just happened?
It's hard to tell. She's either in pain or disappointed.
Kathryn was being attacked by somebody, and then Matthias, who works for Cloud, who's in that bunker, showed up, scared the other person off.
I'm sorry, did you...
But Matthias took Kathryn because Kathryn is, sorry about this, Kathryn, I'm just saying it all out there,
I mean, might as well.
is or was an active Cloud agent using her career as a news reporter, as a cover to get information to Cloud. Matthias, who also worked for Cloud, believed that Cloud had been compromised and Kathryn was part of the compromise, and thus thought she was giving the information not to Cloud but to UEG when there's actually no physical evidence that that ever happened, behavioral or actual paper trail or digital evidence.
Patrick?
I'm gonna get arrested, aren't I?
Patrick?
I would...
Yeah.
How much do I know about Cloud?
They're a terrorist organization.
They are a terrorist organization.
But would I know more of that from like my past?
They're
Would I have had dealings with them?
They are
No.
labeled
You probably
a
killed a
terrorist
few.
organization by UEG.
Knowing my character, how many files of theirs do I have stashed away as like trophies?
Oh no, your job is not to.
You
You-
don't...
you
Your job
didn't
doesn't
get
put you in a
files.
position where you access.
You saying I didn't snag a letter?
Maybe one. I'll give you one file.
And-
It was on. Not current.
Jungle
No.
Rib.
I'm so glad you're. It's about cloud locations, but you're not sure if it's. But
To date,
it's not up. Well, certainly not.
It was out of date at the time you got it.
mostly due to my fault.
What's in that cup?
You.
Alcohol.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging you.
John, you have probably infiltrated a cloud facility.
Uh-huh.
I know. Judge
we
him
have-
later.
We have more occupied. Not no point. My
Alright, I'll
word
judge
can't
him
work.
later.
Thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I've infiltrated a cloud facility.
You've probably done it before.
And you
And
probably will do it again.
This will probably be the mission that you worked together on. You two helped bring that facility down.
So we're not fans of cloud.
You probably aren't. At least
I
here's the
couldn't
thing.
care
You
less what
wouldn't. You probably weren't at the time, but as both of you have probably grown a little disillusioned by the UEG's propaganda.
Did you forget my character's
I know.
backstory?
I'm well aware. What do you think I mean?
I would like Cloud over the.
No, I'm saying you have grown against the UEG.
Mhm.
So you
which is an enemy.
probably not hate Cloud, maybe like it. You might agree with it if you don't know that much about it. If you knew more about
If you knew more about it, you would hate it. So,
There you go.
so what happened to you?
Hey, Kathryn.
He got electrocuted by Matthias.
Well, like 3 times.
I'm
Like,
sorry. Is that he's a special and that's his power?
No, he had a taser.
Yeah, like a taser cane or a taser.
He's a special. It helps conduct his electricity.
Are you a special?
I will
No.
take note.
Boring.
But anyway, he let us go. That should be clear. Matthias let us walk out of there.
How many other specials are in that facility?
At least 2 others.
I talked to a little girl.
Yeah.
Who had a friend?
And Silas.
You talked to Silas. Her friend's name was Abraham. Nice guy.
Oh wait, there was that other guy that you talked to.
Right. What was his name again?
Miles.
Miles. He was an
Morales?
ass.
Hey, Archibald. Can you make a cognition roll?
I would love to make a cognition roll. That is 10.
Miles French, the one with amalgamation. You know that name.
Oh boy.
Could you say that again?
Amalgamation.
He just
Miles
said
is
Miles.
an asshole.
Miles Trench.
Never got his last name.
Did he seem trenchy?
You would give him a
asshole.
quick physical description of him.
He describes Miles.
I described Miles.
No. He described.
I described him.
Hey. He described Miles
Okay.
to you, and you're like,
That
Rings a bell.
is that.
perhaps I may have seen this.
Perchance I possibly could have perhaps seen someone fitting that description.
No,
Maybe.
you could have perhaps perceived.
Perhaps perceived someone with
No, perhaps perceived a person that perchance matches said description.
By having
Said physical.
Many-
description.
There's another P.
Parallels their physical.
perhaps if I possessed more patience, I would have perceived more of their physical appearance.
their physical persona.
Persona.
That's great. Could be. Anyway,
Welcome.
what were you going to ask, Carson?
Never mind.
Okay.
That was something. He should not be here. How is he here?
I don't know.
How do you know him?
Yeah, what's the deal?
Don't worry.
I
You
know
seem
the
like
name?
you don't like him.
Would I know the name? Miles Trench? No.
You would know Miles Standard.
Um,
You know Miles Prower.
Haha.
Uh-huh.
Was that like a Tales from Sonic joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you laughed and then had to confirm.
Because I didn't know how much of Sonic Patrick knew.
His name's Miles per hour.
No, it's Miles Prower.
Yeah, shut up.
Miles Tails Prower. Tails is just a nickname, though.
Okay.
Saying your autism is showing.
Actually, it's not mine. One of my friends growing up was a big Sonic
I
fan,
think-
so he would input all Sonic things on me.
Anyway,
Yeah, we should get out of here though.
yes, we should.
yeah.
Hey, I know a
Please.
place if you don't mind asking about the weather.
Yeah, no, we're not going there.
He doesn't like the weather. It's a soft.
I just
subject.
I can't conceive you living anywhere other than like an actual rat hole.
There's no rats. It's very clean and painfully white. Thank you very much.
You didn't say it
Painfully
wasn't a hole,
white.
though.
It is, actually.
It's a bunker. I live in a bunker. Happy.
Yeah, we're not going to another bunker.
I can't even get the door open. Like there's like an.
So how do you
entryway.
live in it?
There's an entryway. I live in the entryway. All I need.
It's a
30
section
foot-
with a computer where you have to input a password to go further.
And apparently, as I found out today, it asks you about the weather.
Are you like currently employed? Do you have a job?
Have you ever been employed?
I'm gonna refrain from answering all of those questions.
He is currently wearing a suit of non-functional armor.
I gathered that much
Yeah.
by how non-functioning it was.
Patrick, I would know if he's never been employed, right? I would.
You
know
were
he's
my
been employed.
coworker.
You would know that he has never been employed
He
since.
probably hasn't worked.
So to be clear, you live in the bunker because you don't have a job, which means you can't afford a home, which makes you homeless. But you use the bunker as a home, right? Because you don't want to be on the grid, right?
He's a squatter.
Sure, but you don't want to be on the grid. That's
Now,
something motivating.
no, you need a reaction of being on the grid. It's quite useful.
So why not?
I don't feel like paying taxes.
That's your
So I
motivation.
live in a bunker.
Why are you pointing at me?
Just point east.
That's
So you have money.
west.
So you've had
west,
jobs.
That's east.
So have you had jobs before?
Had job. Just one.
You've had one job.
I've done a lot of jobs.
So you're like a contractor,
Yes.
One could say.
a military contractor.
One could say.
No.
You worked for the,
Paramilitary
worked for the
contractor.
UEG
No.
because you're far too young to have worked for the American government. That was way too long.
Have you worked for
Hey,
foreign
you've already
government?
met one dude who doesn't age. What about two? It's possible.
I've met 2 men today that don't age. It seems.
Oh, right. Well, no, he did kind of age.
That
He's
is-
also kind of dead. That's weird. But anyway.
So have you worked for foreign governments?
Guys, can we go somewhere else, please?
Yeah, no. I assume this conversation is happening while we're walking.
You're like, I don't want to
To
have
not-
this
we're walking
conversation
to
in the
not the
woods. Please.
There's a specific location in town called Not the Bunker.
It's the town
It's
square.
not the Bunker Cafe.
Not the bunker coffee.
Coffee.
Where do you live,
It's not the Bunker Coffee.
John?
An apartment downtown.
Is that a good place?
You don't care about an apartment being dirty.
It doesn't matter.
My living space is cleaner.
Somehow doubt that.
Apparently, we're going to my apartment.
There are
now.
far too few.
Are you
places
sure
to
you want
stay-
these people to
take
know where you
place.
live? Yeah, that put you on pause, didn't it?
Move afterwards.
They seem trustworthy enough, and in John's mind, it's an apartment. He can always just move.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm assuming that since his background is, the things,
You can burn
that
down the building if need be.
I feel like he's already got precautions in place to burn down the building if need be.
And kill everyone inside.
There's just an odd number of propane tanks scattered around the base of the building. Everybody's like, oh yeah, that's probably empty.
There's a bunch of.
I'd like to point out, Patrick,
at the base of the building.
If you don't remember, I've got like 20 locks on that door.
Yeah, you do.
The landlord had spoken to you about this on several occasions.
I've only put more locks on it. You should not be able to get in that room.
I'm complaining about that online. Are you that dude? With all those locks?
You have access to the internet?
Yeah.
I'm not in the best mood. I don't know if you can tell.
To my
Dude.
apartment.
You want someone to
Couldn't
carry you?
imagine
You
why.
look like you're kind of limping.
I would,
Do you
yes.
think you're strong enough?
I'm gonna.
That
take
was not a
as
jab to
challenge.
you.
Like that you had to clarify.
Just, I don't trust him for anything.
I trust you about as far as I can throw you.
Which isn't very far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find throw you down the canyon and just watch you fall in a straight line.
That means you trust him a lot. You know that, right?
No, I'm just gonna drop it.
So
You're
should
still
I,
throwing him very far.
so should I carry her or somebody
I
else?
don't care who carries me.
I guess
Please.
I'll carry her.
Well,
I'm gonna carry her like a rugged sack of potatoes just over the shoulder. Just
Why not like fucking piggyback?
because that's gay.
That's
She's a woman.
I know. Because
That's homophobic.
do you
The answer is because I thought about the sack of potatoes first.
do you actually just reach down to flop over like a sack of potatoes?
Yeah. She's just, as long as she's getting carried, she doesn't care how she's being carried.
fireman carry is not comfortable.
Yeah. It's not like her arms are that strong to piggyback right now.
Fireman carry is like across the shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like this.
How would you know? Have you ever been
Because she's
fireman
not a
carried?
princess.
Huh?
That's
You ever been
also
fireman
very
carried?
uncomfortable for the carrier over long.
How would you know?
distances.
I've just been told that.
Yeah, nope, sack of potatoes it is.
He is carrying
As
her
he
like
re-
a sack of
As he
potatoes.
starts to go
Just
to
all of these
Archie's just gonna
across their
No.
bony shoulders. I guess if it's an actual fireman carry, then you got out of the jacket. But
So as you reach down, Archie would just stop you. Fine, I'll do it. And just get her on his. Just piggyback. You can't do it.
What is your,
Can we have
what is
him
your
roll?
brawn?
Plus one.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Shit, that's more than mine.
How is your brawn plus one?
I've got -1 to brawn.
You weak motherfucker.
Exercising the body exercises the mind. Particularly when you work for the UEG. Have worked for the UEG.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I mean, what?
Anyway, where are you going?
John's apartment.
yeah, it was established.
Oh, look, John's apartment.
You head into John's the front
Transitioning.
room to
That's
the
a lot of
apartment
locks.
complex. You see there's a guy sitting at the counter. He has this fisherman's hat on with
Define
a
fisherman's
Hawaiian
hat.
shirt, like the
with a bunch of like
bucket hat.
bait and tackle in it.
Thinking like a yellow bucket hat with a bunch of like fishing lures sticking in. Have you ever watched?
Oh, hi, John.
Hi.
This is Hal. He runs the apartment complex. Hi, John.
Hey, perchance, what I know how. Hi, Hal.
This kind of lures stuck.
I've never seen someone who fishes wear that hat.
You're insane.
You've never gone fishing.
No, I've gone fishing. Oh,
You've never gone fishing.
Oh, hi, Al.
how's it going?
Pretty
You
boring
raising
day
the
so
rent
far.
again?
What?
You raising the rent again?
Not this month.
Hey, Hal, I got a question. How many locks does he have on his door?
Far too many.
17.
You're not allowed to have 15 locks.
You haven't kicked me out yet.
Because you pay
That's 'cause
rent
he's
on time,
greedy.
unlike most of the other people here.
Then there's just going to be more and more locks.
Great. Lovely. You okay?
No, she's not. That's why we're here.
Shouldn't you take her to the hospital?
It's a little complicated.
I don't have
Would you
insurance.
like to go to the hospital?
Kind of a
Does she have
kind of
No.
a sensitive situation.
Hospitals are too much paperwork.
Would
It's
you
the
like
one
to
thing.
go to the hospital?
That's the
No,
one thing the UEG
not really.
didn't
There we
change
go.
from the American government.
No
is
insurance.
hospitals are stupid, expensive, and inefficient.
No insurance.
Okay. Just don't get any blood on the carpet again.
Again.
How much is rent here?
About 900? What?
It's a nice part of town.
And you were
What?
making fun of me.
That's cheaper than the rest of the state.
Because no one lives here.
Nobody lives here.
Also,
Yeah.
the state is enshrouded by a massive energy shield.
Uh-huh. And everywhere else costs a lot more.
Got a lot more. What?
Costs a lot more.
Oh, weird. I would think that being trapped here would dissuade people from moving here, which would keep the living prices somewhat lower.
Hey, you know what happens when you lock a bunch of people in a room?
They start to go crazy.
They tend to reproduce.
Well, how is that relevant?
How many years has this barrier been here?
Lots.
I think at least a day.
What percentage of the population is roughly 18 years old?
19.
A decent bit.
Like over 50%?
Probably.
I win.
Can't be true.
I don't
Well, it is
know.
now.
I'm
He
just
said-
throwing out numbers. 'Cause it doesn't
Anyway, how is that relevant?
Space gets filled very, very quickly.
Where's your room?
Which would drop the living conditions even further.
I don't
so
enjoy
that
this
everybody feels
conversation.
cramped.
One with a bunch of locks. Got it. Archie's just. Archibald's
You're not gonna get in that room.
I.
I want to see this.
You're a terrible person.
What did I do?
Have a nice night, Hal.
He's a hobo. Don't take it personal.
Take it very personally. I
How
mean
did you
it.
hear that?
I mean it very
I'm
personally.
giving people a place to live for relatively cheap.
The issue isn't necessarily you. It's a systemic problem.
Then what did I do?
I also just think you're kind of lame.
You kind of smell bad.
I put on
No,
I put on deodorant.
Not enough.
Dead fish flavor?
So you guys continue walking down the hall.
I don't think you're lame. Your choice in fighter sucks, though. Bet on me next time. I'm assuming that's where I know I'm from.
Probably. So So you continue
I'm sorry,
on.
what I did give one of these to a homeless kid. I was parked at the light chowing down on a Rice Krispie treat and I felt bad.
Don't feel bad.
Well, he was the nice guy that sits over by Walmart that's got like the clown nose on.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
What?
It's the homeless dude that sits over by Walmart with the clown nose on.
Anyway,
I avoid going into town whenever possible, especially to Walmart. So yeah, I wouldn't.
Anyway, so
So
you
we
reached his apartment.
Approximately how long does it take me to unlock the door?
We established it took you 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Last time
They're
we saw you
sitting
was in
there.
the store.
For 2 minutes. That's the ones on the outside.
I
You can't
count-
lock the ones on the inside because they can't get in.
I count 17 locks.
There's more on the inside. These are all the bolts I got inside. I got like 6 or 7 chains.
curiosity.
Why not just like make the door metal with one big fucking deadbolt?
Not safe enough.
You enter his room. What is your room? What does your apartment look like?
There's papers scattered everywhere. The windows got roughly the same amount of locks on it.
He probably has like dark black curtains, so not much, so people can't look through.
And every single room in the house, I've removed the door.
Not the walls.
And all of the doors are just piled in a corner.
Oh yeah, that over there. That's the door corner.
It's the door.
The door.
I need a seat, so. There's also papers scattered across the doors.
Constance, like, he looks around and just very tentatively, like, goes and sits down on one of the doors.
Doors.
Perchance a couch or anything we could lay an injured person.
Yeah, that couch
You
right
see
there.
that pile of paper in the corner?
That's a couch.
It was. It's now a table.
I'm gonna start looking for your bed.
Don't do that.
You see that pile of papers?
I sleep on that pile of paper.
There's no bed underneath.
Alright.
I'm just gonna like slowly like clear up the papers from the couch. Be like, oh man, I forgot about this one. Wait.
Please tell us we sit there for another like 10 minutes. Just-
Oh man, never
No,
found that guy's wild.
Constance just starts pushing the all the papers off the couch.
It astonishes me that you
They
ever
were
got one
organized.
No, they were not.
before. It astonishes me that you've ever managed to get blood on this floor.
He's got a point. That was impressive.
Happened right after I moved in. There wasn't as many
Oh.
papers back then.
Fair enough.
Was it the landlord? Was it his blood?
I wish.
Whose blood was it? What did he do?
Jacked up the rent.
Tell you what, just walk up to him and tell him every time he raises the rent, you're gonna add a lock, and he will not raise the rent again. Promise.
It was my own. At least the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I do freelance work around town.
I guess I'm gonna help with the entries. Do I need to like roll something for that? No.
Assist or
Like he gets Henry and just stabs her. I'm like, dude.
There's
put
not
a
much
Band-Aid
you can
over her
actually
mouth.
do to heal her unless you have the loner move DIY.
Or the inventor.
DIY surgery.
Or the inventor move, healing beam.
Yes.
Fun fact: I do not have that.
I do not.
Or you would have to have
Team.
Healing.
medical supplies. Which he probably has some.
How many medical supplies do you have?
Too many.
Nice. I'm gonna use some.
Where are they?
Somewhere under the papers.
Points to a cabinet. You see that pile of papers levitating over there?
There used to be a cabinet.
I'm just gonna point over to the coffee table, and that's the one spot in the house where there's like not the coffee table, but the coffee maker. That's the one spot in that apartment where there's no paper whatsoever. But there's like 15 coffee cups.
It is pristine. He keeps that nice.
It is
He
the
uses it
best
a lot.
coffee maker you've ever seen.
The joke is, when he becomes special, his ability is gonna have to deal with paper.
Paper man.
Every
And then pour
every
lemon
piece of
juice
paper you
on.
touch
Go
turns
paper
copper.
go.
It's like a JoJo stand.
So no, you lay Catherine down and you start looking for some medical supplies to help her. Am I going to jail?
Yeah, probably.
Jeez, you're gonna be lighting the burden a little bit.
So you're gonna turn me in?
I'm
The thing is, the police don't do much in this town.
You could go
It's
to like
mostly-
Yeah,
the
but there's one
UEG.
person in particular that knows the UEG.
Yeah. Federal prison is probably where you're going.
That's a funny statement.
Yes, he knows.
One person.
Are you gonna rat me out?
That's probably.
You haven't
Rat you
answered
out
yet,
for
so
what?
probably.
I know nothing incriminating about her.
I could say it again.
Is there like a really big band-aid
No.
I could?
There's
Hit the corner
like, there's like
constants.
3 rolls of duct tape.
Let's go.
Let me repeat myself. She is a.
I
Oh wow! So,
promptly
what
slaps
can you
table.
tell
for
me
us.
about Caius's power?
You generate electricity,
Generate
but he
electricity.
can't.
He can't control.
He can't control it. That's what the staff is for.
So he's an alternate.
Yeah.
You got your ass kicked by a goddamn alternator.
He got his ass kicked by a guy with a fucking stick.
I'll have you know.
He was made of metal.
It's a big stick. And I didn't have a stick on me.
It made me cry. It gave me boo boos.
You ever been tased? It's not very fun.
Yes, I've been tased.
Yeah, it looked like a regular
That's standard training
like a
issue.
riot baton, but then was like also like a taser.
Yeah.
Do you know what power level he would fall under the UEG?
Over 9?
I don't know.
Understandable.
He seemed like I don't know what the scale is, but like at least a 2.
Do you know Abraham?
Father Abraham.
I've never spoken to him, but yeah.
Hey, can I have Krispies? Yeah.
Abraham likes me.
He really likes me.
Tell me
Probably
more
more
about
than he likes you.
Abraham.
What was the little girl's name again?
Maya.
So, it was Maya. Sweet girl.
You got Maya.
And her special ability seems to be, since it is a special ability, it's not an imaginary friend, but it's a friend of sorts. He knows things he shouldn't and lets her in on these things. And he talks to her and through her to other people. His name is Abraham. I'm going to draw a rough sketch.
Wouldn't you still just have the sketch?
It was Patrick telling me what he looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, right. She gave me the sketch. This is what she says he looks like. Here he is.
He's on fire a little bit.
I was trying to
Interesting.
He's got like
quote unquote trick
Wings.
her.
he's got long hair.
Have I ever heard of anything like this
You got
before?
you got a big smile.
I was trying to quote unquote trick her into thinking I was a special, and he told her I wasn't one. Somehow he knew.
Anything else?
Patrick, would I be, as a character, willing to reveal?
This is your character.
Damn it.
I'm not gonna. You can't cheat this.
I want to make a roll. I want to. Yeah.
Flip a
You
coin.
can make that roll.
Homo's gonna know either way. Forgot. Okay. My idea was odds no, evens yes, and I rolled a 6. So
So you should not.
So I should. Odds no, evens
No, no,
yes.
no. You are going to, but you shouldn't.
Yeah. Because he's had a day. He is tired and not thinking straight.
Wait, you think straight?
No, I think gay.
I think so.
So she said he told Or that I'm not a special, but I will be eventually. Like he knew somehow. Not nice.
Oh,
Interesting.
Lucky.
Any
Yeah.
idea how he knew that?
If I knew, I wouldn't be
Some
telling.
sort of technology levels, or is he some sort of patient? No, it's unlikely.
Would I have
People
run
are
into
foretelling
anything similar to
fame
that
in
in
space.
old skirmishes? No.
Systems.
Perchance. Sorry.
like
I
what's so
forgot to use my
bad about
favorite
being a
word.
special?
Hmm?
What's so bad about being a special?
You're hunted. You're killed. You're excommunicated from society. You're looked down upon.
Damn it!
Because
I should
So
know.
what's your side of the story? Like, is there anything that we know or that you know that we don't already know about your situation and why everything that's happened to you in the past 24, 36 hours has happened to you?
Mhm.
Central leaders, unity and
Or
and I can't really tell people that.
According to the UEG.
However, they
I
can
was
still get on
assigned
planes.
to the Enigma project. At least currently they can protect special
In bunkers or just in
if it's
places?
attacked. Sorry.
Not that crazy.
They're not stuck. They don't have to stay there forever. Silas was out. You did see him.
So would you say you secure, contain, and protect these people?
Weird. I think we could probably abbreviate that to something.
tell me about
What do you think would be a good abbreviation?
Let me think. The E in secure, the O in contain, and R in protect.
Eeyore!
EOR, yeah. EOR. And then, like, obviously, like, each person contained by EOR would have, like, a corresponding number. Starting at 9. Not at 0, because that would be strange.
We should start at 9 and go backwards.
Yes, down from 9.
So do we go to negatives or no?
No, we can only have
Well, that-
10 at once.
No, I was thinking like a 4-digit combination, so we'd start at 9999 and then go down, but we can only ever have 9,999.
Anyway.
So did we just kill the rest? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Catherine.
Our
So-
joke has run its course.
I have another roast case.
Tell me about Miles.
Miles is a very sad case of a special. His body is built in such a way that different parts of it have manifested different powers. So very.
How did he get where he is?
What do you mean?
You know where he was.
How do you know Miles?
How did he get out?
How do you know he was anywhere?
How did he get out?
I'm not gonna answer until you tell me.
We found him.
No, him. How does he know that? How do you know that he was somewhere?
Hey, random guess here. He's a UNG scientist. Random guess for UNG. Teleports.
No,
Next
he
question.
does
Who's
not.
Miles?
I can
We
tell
broke
you
him out.
he does not.
Rock him out of what?
The black box. It's a
How
facility
did
for
you
specials
manage
of
that?
the UEG. I don't
Somebody
know.
teleport.
What's not? It's not my department.
When did this happen?
I don't know. It's not my department. Not my job. How do you know that?
That is none of your concern.
Guys, we can't just be like no, this is like a time for sharing information. If we like actually want to move forward at
These
all.
ones don't get shared. Keep some.
So, I was attacked by a UEG agent last night. Not last.
Not the person I described to you, right?
No,
So unless Calvin can change how he appears, it wasn't Calvin.
it was a slimmer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was a woman.
Hair color?
completely covered. And I'm sure she was about to kill me when Matthias showed up. He had locked the door, so he used his power to break it open.
So was it him or her that melted the doorknobs?
He did that.
Wait, what?
The electricity heated up so much that it melted the door handle.
He must have been pissed.
The amount of volts required to do that is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. It was
Yeah.
very hard for him to walk afterwards.
Did the person that attacked
He
you-
ran after.
Right. Did they appear to have any powers of their own?
Couldn't tell. They were clearly very skilled
In hand-to-hand combat?
in combat.
Do they have any weapons?
They didn't use any weapon, which was scarier.
Would I
Were they-
recognize description?
Is a UEG assassin outfit.
Would I recognize the description?
No, I'm like the person or the
Oh.
fighting style, or
The only thing that she got was
No.
the fact that they were in.
not even old
Actually-
legends.
It's similar to someone you know, but she's dead.
Bingus jungle.
Was that Vegas?
Then ran. Matthias showed up. I thought he was there to help me. I was wrong.
Huh, that's weird.
Took me and interrogated me, saying that I wasn't Kathryn. Someone else. Someone else had taken over,
Yeah.
replaced me.
You do a molecular scan. He pulls out. Archibald pulls out the file.
It's Kathryn. I don't.
Interesting.
Hey, what did those do? I keep seeing you put those on. Like,
They analyze the structure, the molecular components. How they
Analyze me.
ooh, that's cool.
Analyze me.
I'm gonna check him for ability.
That's why I
He
said
has the highest amount you have ever seen.
Of what?
Ability, which is the DNA required for powers.
Bro's got the high ass midichlorian count.
Anakin Skywalker be like,
In
So
fact,
did he just have a panic attack
You're-
and die?
your headset short circuit.
You stared at the sun.
Basically,
These are still experimental. I haven't tested them.
stuff tends
very
to do
much
that
on
in my
humans.
apartment.
Tends to just stop working
Yeah.
in your apartment.
The apartment. It's a
This
weird town.
apartment.
It's a weird town. I've never questioned it.
Hey,
out,
things
out of
happen.
game, he's trying to say Hell's not very good at keeping things working.
My radiator broke 3 times last week.
That coffee
Why is
machine
that
looks
his
great.
fault?
What?
That coffee machine looks great though,
I maintain it.
but nothing else.
Not really.
This dude's a coffee machine technician. Okay. He got that.
I'll have
college
you know, I
Even
took
higher
4
than
years at
that.
university in coffee tech studies.
That was part of your background when
That's
going
a
into
degree now?
places. Yeah, coffee's quite the art. You know. Huh?
I would not have thought that.
I'm a coughologist.
Oh, I guess they got ologists for
And
everything now.
Yeah.
he just
it's
kept
depressing.
interrogating me and then just left me in there, and now here we are.
Did he give any indication as to why he suspected you were an imposter?
He just said, "Cloud's compromised. Something else is taken over. and I'm not Captain."
So, do you have contacts with Cloud outside of Project Enigma?
Oh yeah,
I-
that radio thing that we found.
You
You
did
have it?
find a radio
No,
at your house. No, we did. He probably does.
I.
You have my radio.
Who does it contact?
It-
There's 4
Complicated.
buttons. Which?
There's one button.
Oh, there's one.
It's complicated.
I
I don't
need
pick
more.
who it contacts.
What?
It contacts other people with the same radio, kind of radio.
Interesting.
So,
I
like
wonder
a
if I can-
regular walkie-talkie.
I
Can
wonder
you
if I
pull
can
out the
mod-
radio?
Does he pull out?
Before I do that,
Kathryn pulls out a gun.
I need to test something real quick as well. He's going to reach out his hand to Kathryn. Offering a
She's still
handshake.
laying down on the couch.
Humor me.
No, don't do it.
So, does the bracelet activate?
And it wraps around her.
Alright.
How's this?
It was simply making sure that there wasn't a special that had replicated your physical form somehow. He would take it back.
Okay.
Something. Just had to make sure. Because of how certain he was that you were an imposter. I had to make sure that there wasn't something else going on there. It's entirely possible he just cracked. Being a terrorist is quite the amount of pressure, I would presume.
Someone says that
Archie,
is not a radio.
I am
Archibald
not
would
a
pull out
terrorist.
the radio. I am aware that it's probably a little more complicated.
Yeah. You ever read a history book about what governments call terrorist
Do you press
organizations?
the
It's
button?
insane. Can I press the button? I want to press the button. I like pressing buttons.
No, I'm wrong.
No. This is a personal. Yeah.
Okay.
Accidentally, as he pulls
Time
it out,
for
he
Patch
presses
to
the
open
button.
his personal dice rolling app on his phone.
Hey, Taryn, can you come over here, please?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Oh
For
no.
the hymn.
Vacate.
Is this the one?
Radio flickers on. Beep, beep.
What's the weather like?
Hello?
Hello?
Who is it?
Who are you?
His name's Archibald. He's almost bald.
You
There
hear
you go.
everything
name
they say because the radios pick up bass.
My name is Dr. Archibald Monroe. Can you tell me your name?
Becca Rains.
Becca Rains. How did you come by this radio? Oh,
It's in a bunker I'm in right now.
where is the bunker?
It's a long story.
I'm afraid it's important.
Are you?
Also, well, not in a bunker anymore.
He's in John's apartment.
Who the fuck is John?
John Smith.
We're in.
Wow, that tells
Probably
me so
probably
much.
also a former military contractor.
I will have you know, I never picked up any contracts in or not in any military activity that I may or may not have been a part of.
Thank you for confirming
Put your
his
hands.
accusation.
Did not confirm.
We are in Entity Point, Colorado. You tell us where the bunker you're in is.
What do I know?
Nothing.
Yes. We have heard of it. What did we hear about it?
Oh.
It's a place where things can happen that can't happen anywhere else.
Carson, do you remember?
You're telling me.
We know that the DOA agents went there, but I don't know why.
When the Frenchmen everything went there. Oh.
Right.
That
But I didn't know that.
You were there.
It
you
has
might
a
have heard
library.
that. Yeah.
Well, you do now.
I thought that town was basically wiped off the planet.
I'm sorry. What? Who is your information source on this?
The DOA. The people who
The
dealt
what?
with it.
Huh?
No, it's fine.
There is no
I'm not gonna
such
sit here and explain
organization.
everything.
I would be very aware of such a thing.
There definitely is.
Do you know who
You
the
must be referring to the fracturing point.
Maybe.
Do you know who the UEG is?
The what?
Okay, never mind. What about
You-
Cloud?
Where are you?
No, I don't know what that is.
Where is?
I'm in the beyond.
Beyond
I
what?
will nod if you know what he's talking about.
The what?
the beyond past the universe, outside of it.
Multiverse is
Like, are
not
you-
my area of expertise.
Like, are you stoned?
No, I'm literally stuck
did
outside
you
of
get there?
reality.
How did you get there?
Rooms?
No,
No, I'm.
Uh,
This is
crack
extra dimensional.
portal got pulled.
Crack.
Stuck here.
Crack has to do that.
Interesting. That hasn't. Why would you know?
A crack, not crack.
At the time of the end. Are you saying you got pulled through a crack in the void?
Not really.
No.
That
About
hasn't
every tenth
happened.
word?
How long have you been stuck there?
I know what crack is.
How long have I been stuck
Same.
here at this point, Patrick? About a year. Okay.
So time flows. Because that must have happened. Never happened since.
What year is it? What year do you remember living in? How old are you?
2021, and I am 21 years old.
Weird. It's 2020 right now.
That doesn't make sense.
Unfortunately, I will have to terminate that connection. Her story continues somewhere.
We don't care about her story. Watch it.
Look forward a little bit more. It'll be caught on our.
Yeah, we only care about his story.
No, I'm not.
Why do you
Whatever.
Well,
be the
her
main
story,
character?
his
And
story.
it just stops.
Why
I
you
never
Remake
got
it,
that.
That was.
I don't know who that was.
strange.
Echo
Can't
Rains.
argue with it.
Rains.
Heard about.
No.
I know
I wanna
something of the multiverse, but that was never my expertise.
So like when she said,
studied it for conversation starters.
so like when she said the beyond, what does that mean? Where's that?
I don't know.
I have never heard
Never.
of it.
No idea what.
So you have
Yeah.
this is your
I
rating.
cannot control who that answers.
So
I did not make that. That was
who
I
gave
found it.
where did you find it?
It was in. I stole it from the town hall.
What?
So it was
Oh,
This was in the
presumably
town hall.
That adds.
It was in the
why-
basement.
Why does
Basement
that make
of the town.
sense?
just by itself.
Was there other
Would
stuff
Archie-
down there?
Would
Yeah,
I know what
that was
used
the
to
only
be
thing I
there?
could grab.
What else is there?
Breakdown.
I don't know.
Breakdown.
Is it legal?
No,
I like stealing from government.
I stole from
No,
the
no.
mayor.
It's
Are the
surprisingly
things
easy.
down there?
I don't know.
Interesting.
You're
I mean,
asking
I was
supposedly a
unfair.
terrorist what's legal?
She has
Yes.
a point.
I'm.
Well, I mean, you're also a news reporter, so like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would give you some idea.
You've also been looking into a lot of things you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think I almost died?
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
you just
I'm not
kind of
in a
does that
good
to
mood.
people.
So why would the UEG send an assassin after you and not just like march up to your house with like a full like fucking riot truck and
Because-
arrest
that's
you?
too noisy. They
They
don't want word to get out.
And also, it's not really a good look sending an armed battalion to a random person's house.
Now it is fun, but
It doesn't look good.
remarkable.
And they're already on thin ice.
Yeah.
People are slowly coming to realize that they're the bad guys.
Mm, mm.
The one thing the
They're
French
not-
got right:
All.
government's the bad guys.
Are you acquainted with Craterton? What's his actual name? Son of the president.
No.
Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's here.
Yeah, he's-
Alan Boyle
He's
Jr.
my
Oh, he was your informant.
he's
That's
my
why he told
UEG
us.
informant.
Yeah. Well, he was looking for
He's
you.
here?
Nice
Yeah.
guy.
He
He's
was
at the-
looking for you.
He's at the Boyle Hotel.
I told him not.
I can take you to him. We could take you.
Yeah, he's a
We know it's
he's a real wet noodle.
What?
He's wishy-washy. He can't stand up for himself,
Soft behind the ears.
despite being like fucking 5 feet wide.
He's the son of the president. He's never needed to stand up for himself.
Yeah, but I just feel like somebody who just naturally has that stature would be, some kind of like confidence in your bearing would come with that.
You don't know
Imagine
what the
just being
president, do you?
effectively sheltered for your entire life, never needing to use your.
I guess that does make sense.
Yeah.
I've just known a lot of people, not necessarily of that size exactly, but people who are big like that who just kind of do just hold themselves like that.
Does seem like he could throw a person a few yards.
Oh,
Yeah.
he probably could.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a wet noodle.
question. Hypothetically, here, how difficult was it to get into the mayor's basement? Just for
I'm
research
sure it's gotten
purposes.
harder since I did that.
Were you caught?
No?
Do you think they're missing the radio?
Probably been still looking for it. It's been several
Can I
months.
reach
I
over
don't
and
think
press
I
the
have.
button on the radio?
What?
Can I reach over and press the button on the radio?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can
That would be a
Out
swift
swift
roll,
me.
right?
Swift.
12.
That's a 10, buddy.
Do you want to use token?
Yes.
I can guarantee I have more tokens than you.
Reminder, if you get a 10 plus, you get another token.
Also, don't those restart at each session?
Yes.
So we all.
It resets down to 3. I can guarantee I have more tokens than you.
Because he got a 10 plus. already.
Oh.
He has
I-
rolled several.
I haven't rolled a single time.
It's the joy of this game. Sometimes
This
you just
eraser
don't.
sucks.
I know. I hate these pencils.
Does it swallow? Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
So, unfortunately, he stops you. Pulls it out of the way.
Don't touch that.
I just want to press a button.
I
A
didn't.
simple way.
So we can
Check
rightfully
the
assume
Twitch
it's a
chat.
powered object, right?
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. What was that?
What?
You can't say no.
Should have changed it.
Bingus
You
jingle
redeemed 10,000 channel points. Make an NPC of Bingus Jingle Frib.
Let's go!
A lot of NPCs right there.
I am saving.
But-
I'm currently on
but I
the
won't.
stream saving up points to redeem them.
I have 128,664 channel points.
I'm changing
Get
that
10
to
NPCs.
Make it an entire.
You know I'm never gonna use them.
I know, it's not for
Make
you.
an entire
Anymore.
army.
But before he can make an entire clan of Binguses.
I don't care who Bingus is, but I want Bingus to exist.
Add him to the gang.
Can I
Make
roll
him my
this?
boy.
Can
I have to.
Make him my boy Bingus.
Anyway,
Boiled
Yeah.
long lost brother.
No.
so,
I can
Bingus
tell you.
Boil Jungle Fruit.
so, continue.
BJ for short.
So, what else? What do you know about?
Shy.
What do you know about Silas's power?
You can paint the future, or at least I don't know if it's exactly like an interpretation of the future or a literal representation.
Did I see
Do they always come true?
None of his paintings
Or
have
is-
come true yet, but I know they're the future.
you say about the one he painted about the asteroid that landed?
Yeah,
Wouldn't have that one have come
That's-
through at this point?
but it's the painting wasn't exactly about an asteroid. It depicted something similar flying through the sky.
Interesting.
So we realized we didn't know what it was until now.
Do you know where the asteroid is currently stored?
Out of the town. UEG built a station around it. Epsilon Station.
Yes.
Perchance have I been there, Patrick?
Probably looked at it.
What?
It's effectively like a fortress of some kind they've built around it.
But it's like the UEG headquarters for this area?
Yeah.
Like, did I have to go, like, check in when I moved here?
Oh no. That was last year.
Have I ever been there?
No.
I run the place.
The station was set
You know
up
what? That
last
makes
year.
sense.
Oh,
That
right.
adds up.
I assume I requested, but never
You were
heard
denied.
back.
Me and
I
my
never
buddy
heard
did
back.
this. We co-own the joint.
I'm gonna be so happy when he finally
The
gets
timeshare. Government facility we own on a timeshare.
like the American prison system.
sorry, John. I don't think I'll be able to leave this couch for a couple days.
Wasn't using it anyways.
I thought you
Johnson's
were
looking
as
at the
a
pot
paper storage of sorts.
Those are past cases. They're already solved. I never throw anything away.
All of
I
those
just
are
pull
solved.
up. I just pull
Most
out
of
a
them.
lighter.
That's
Just
thousands of papers.
pull out a lighter. I'm just like so I can.
No.
I'm gonna pick up one piece of paper. What sort of case? 'Cause-
Well, you see,
yeah.
I am what some would call a freelance detective around town. No, very public. You can see my eyes most of the time.
Also, he was above the rank of private.
But no, I missing persons, lost pets, being attacked by a random person in the alleyway. I look into it, figure out what's going on,
Possibly.
find where stuff's happening.
How many times was it him?
More often than not.
No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. He has a tendency to take cats of all things off people's porches.
And I heard you mention something about fighting earlier. Betting on
Like
fight.
cats.
Betting on fight.
Those are sponsored events, very organized.
You fight cats.
He
They've got
personally
9
fights
lives.
them.
They make fantastic
Wait,
practice.
I'm gonna
So
roll the
is
certain
it like
intentions
you
on that
set
one.
up cats to fight, or you yourself fight another cat?
I'm be honest with you, they're cockfights. I stick the cats in giant arenas with a lot of roosters and watch the roosters kill the cats.
I didn't know what a.
I am
know for a fact that's not true.
Yeah, I know. I am entirely
No, that's
bullshitting.
cat.
But
I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what a cockfight
You
was. until
just ruined
now,
all
and-
of my fun. You didn't know what a cockfight was?
No, and until you actually explained what it was, and you
Yeah,
said
they're
the word
like-
cockfights, I was like, oh, this is going in a very new and strange direction. And then you explained that it involves cats fighting roosters,
No, no.
which
A cockfight is roosters fighting roosters.
That used to be highly illegal
why
in the
not call
United
it a
States.
fucking rooster fight?
Because male roosters are called cocks.
Why not call them roosters?
They're dicks.
Because cockfight is shorter than rooster fight. A rooster ruckus.
Hey, one time in the United States, there was a cop who was killed by a rooster in a cockfight, though. It was in Alabama, I think.
He
it
was killed by the
What were you
rooster?
saying about how you know that's a lie?
That is an actual thing that
I
happened.
know him. A really good friend.
Knew him. He's dead.
I know him.
Knew. Oh, him, not the guy who died in the cockfight.
Oh yeah, no, we figured that out
Oh.
based on the way he
That
talks about
happened
you.
in America. That was like
He's a
80
really
years
good
ago.
friend.
I didn't know what
Isn't
cockfight
he?
was until
Yeah.
now.
A really
Yeah.
good friend.
So you fight cats.
Yes.
What's happening?
Interesting.
He's insinuating.
The cat thing was a joke.
What are you insinuating?
Oh, you spoke so
Plainly.
no. So what's
What
the
about an
word?
old cop in America getting killed by a rooster?
The way you were speaking about her earlier just made
Familiar?
me feel so close,
Cock
closely.
murder.
Her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like my only legal social interaction I have throughout my entire existence here. So it's a pretty decent relationship. I mean, pretty much everything else is underground fights. So didn't say that.
Discern intent.
I also want to roll this.
They're all like, he's bullshitting, right? He's in love with her.
Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, I get an XP.
Do I get a roll like a counter roll?
Are
Or
you trying to make sure they don't know that you have feelings for
I
have a
don't
six.
think I'm lying.
4.
What's a 6 do again?
That's a fail.
You get XP.
I got XP. All of us failed.
Wait, what'd you get?
A 6.
What'd you get?
I,
6.
You could succeed.
I think it's funnier. That's what.
Can I have the rules sheet, please?
Are you changing them?
No, I'm confirming what the failure means. It means. No, I know, but I need to know.
Oh, on discern intent. On a miss, you can't discern anything or you believe them regardless of whether they're lying.
what about there's different for versus player
Yeah,
character.
that's on.
Okay, great. And he is an NPC, of course. So we need to look at the one.
His biggest jungle friend.
Joke's on you, rips off mask. Kathryn, I was the
Rips
one who
off
was
face.
replaced.
Biggest friend.
Interesting.
Yo, pop me up.
Sucker? I don't have any raspberry ones left, so
I'll take a
He
shot.
seems very sincere.
I don't. There were no chocolates in my thingy.
No, there were. Just you walked out to your car, we opened it, and everybody took one.
Oh,
Cherry?
Patrick, you've been muted.
How long have you been muted?
I have no idea. Oh, goody.
Hey, chat, tell us how long he's been muted.
It's okay. Those microphones will pick me up, just not very well.
Knock knock. Who's it? Autism. Brr, brr.
Sam's like,
What are
don't let
you?
him back out, Sam.
Do not let it back up.
What are you?
Chaos.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing.
He's my best friend.
Weird.
Breast friend.
I never heard that term.
That's a new
What the
one.
fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, to answer that question,
or am I still?
I actually know the answer to that question
I hate him.
so much.
I hate him.
He's a dick.
Every fiber of my being hates that man.
Why?
He's insufferable.
Long story.
Is he worse than Silas?
Was he what?
Worse than Silas,
He's worse than everyone I know.
which includes Silas.
No, I'd say you know.
What's wrong with
also.
Silas?
He says
He's
he
not
says
very
Silas is an asshole.
No, I was saying Miles.
Hey, just double check.
I've gotten them mixed up.
Yeah, what's wrong with mine?
Silas is the painter guy.
You know what's wrong with Miles. He has to suffer through his existence. That's how
You
he
don't have
puts
to
it.
Suffer with him. Bless you.
He each one of his hands, each of his hands has a different power. His face has a different power. His feet have a different powers.
Is that not normal?
No, most specialists have one power. His power is called amalgamation. So he's amalgamation of different powers. They're all weaker than they would be if that was his only power. But
Did he like amalgamate?
So, like,
himself
where do
with
the
people?
powers
he didn't
come
choose
from?
it. He was born with them.
Yeah, but
Or-
like, what are they? Like, what are?
Where did they come from?
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
Can you get powers later in life?
If you have it's the science stuff, you would know.
yeah. So, like, what are powers?
Can you get them later in life?
It is possible for them to manifest later. There are also certain
So you're telling me there's
incidents
a
that you can experience that may cause even someone without the genetic predisposition to become a special to acquire similar powers.
But like, what are they?
Hit him again.
What exactly do you want to know?
Yeah.
Why do you have to ask that question?
What causes powers?
But what are they?
There is.
What do you mean? What are they?
They're powers, but like, what are they?
I don't.
You were the kid that asked what everything. weren't
Well,
you?
I mean, like,
I was.
I know a power
Good
outlet
question.
supplies electrical power, but that doesn't explain to me what electrical
So-
power is.
He is so a special is could be compared to the appliance itself. It
Like a
can
toaster.
do one thing. It can
I
do
like
the thing
toast.
it was made to do. It doesn't get to choose what it was made to do. And we don't know exactly what the outlet it's plugged into is or where the electricity comes from. But
We don't know where.
not yet.
The stuff to do with DNA, stuff like that.
But like,
Some special there. If you're a special, you have a certain amount of specific type of DNA ability that allows you to have powers.
How much ability do specials normally have?
7.
That's
These
7
well,
genetics.
the weakest one I ever heard of was like 20% of their DNA is ability.
That's a decent chunk. And that's the weakest you've ever seen?
they have to have a certain amount to even be considered special.
And he's just
Yes,
at, like,
below that,
100%.
and it's unlikely for them to ever develop any
So
sort of
like,
power.
what about 100%?
They wouldn't entirely be human.
What? I'll like to let you know in canon, none of us know about
95%.
what percent?
95%.
Shit.
So you're only
I'm threading that damn line.
Well, I mean, I think specials are still human at their core.
So it's
They're
like an
biologically,
evolution
they're-
of human.
They are still human. They're just different,
but it's not human
Exactly.
DNA.
So it could be considered like the X Factor.
basically.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's canon now?
But like a lot of X's.
And it can
Like a
be
player?
removed, but it's a very dangerous and
Like a clone.
less than successful process, typically.
Kind of like most of the government's endeavors. Anyway,
You would know, wouldn't you?
But like,
I've had that.
so like, what?
Yeah, why would
determines-
he know?
Or rather, does anything determine like what
Everyone
ability
kept saying.
special gets? Because like
I-
obviously
I don't-
Matthias is fucking Electric Man over there.
I mean,
He's
he's
little
pretty
bug
strong.
zapper.
What percentage does he have?
7.
I don't know what percentage
least
any
20.
of these people are. That's not my job.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
asking this
Matthias's
guy.
department.
How would I know?
You're a scientist, funded by the UEG. You would know of anybody here.
No, I don't have access to that information.
So like,
Anymore.
what science do you do?
I was gonna say, don't forget your mic.
I was going to.
Thanks,
I thought I'm
man.
unmuted, and I was like, oh.
Oh, I just decided I was still gonna say it.
I was gonna be nice about it.
My specialty involves.
You're special?
No, I am not.
Oh, choose your
And
word
if
more
I
carefully.
was, I would have taken care of that.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
Like,
do you mean by
would
that?
make yourself not special?
Suicide. You're suicidal.
My particular interest is in the studying of specials and the replication of their powers via technology.
So like, have you cut them open before?
Why are you looking at me?
Like dissected them?
Have I?
That was a Kurt
Of course
nod, wasn't it?
I'm gonna roll the certain intentions, baby.
It's not.
Please roll the certain intentions.
I gotta get that dice after you're done.
Assuming that's
You have
cognition.
tokens if you want to use.
That's cognition.
It's right there.
Oh, right.
It's
you want all
charisma.
that
It's
XP,
charm.
that's
I
what.
do.
Yeah, I got that XP.
Did all get XP earlier.
My turn?
You might be the only one.
I haven't.
Oh, nobody. I'm getting that XP.
Oh, wonderful!
I rolled a 5.
No, this is the first time I've leveled up.
So when you level up, you don't get access to whatever ability you leveled up until the end of after the next session.
So now I'm level 2.
You're level 1. Technically, you're level 0.
Yeah, you start at
Oh,
level
so I'm
0.
level 1.
So no one can tell you're lying.
Wonderful. I mean, what do you mean? I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Nobody
Clearly
said
the most
you were
honest
lying.
man
I would-
here.
That wasn't Archie.
Probably the most. This is out of character.
Oh, okay. That's
Probably the most honest man here is Constance. So
Oh, yeah. Homeboy couldn't tell a lie if he tried.
It's a very confusing
Up to,
compliment.
interpretation.
Just be careful. Don't confuse lies with deception.
Wait, what?
Furthermore, I specialize in anti-special technology. For example,
You're no fun.
So like, you're racist.
no, I develop a technology that can be used
Again.
to counter specials and their abilities.
What's
So-
your
but
opinion
like
on
you're
specials
targeting
as a
a
whole?
specific demographic. That makes you
No,
racist. I mean, I guess it's not actually predicated on the person's race, but it is like an equivalent prejudice.
If you had to guess, what
Except it's
percentage of
well-founded.
specials
So like,
would
do
you
you
say?
think that they are less human?
Don't finish that sentence.
They are more dangerous.
But like, are they less valuable? Like, are they still people?
I feel like we should get off this tangent.
It's an
No, this is a very real question. That's gotta be answered. Homeboy over here is insinuating otherwise. Like, do they deserve equal rights?
So that's what you're looking at him. So
Should they be like afforded like special amenities and protection based on their?
They should certainly have
biological-
special amenities regarding them.
Means a jail cell.
No.
Like, do you think they should be able to walk around freely and go about their lives?
Depending on their power.
if you had the power of a god, would you remove specials from existence?
Wouldn't they just kill himself?
That is an interesting philosophical question.
And I want an interesting answer.
And I will not provide one.
But like, do you judge somebody as less human if you know that they're special?
Oh, yeah.
I regard them as far more of a threat. A potential threat.
So it's like if I just discovered that somebody was carrying a gun. I would then regard them as a lot more fun.
Except someone carrying a gun
Both me and
is
John
more
just
likely to
looking
have
at each
actual
other.
training and experience regarding its operation.
Oh, not
A
in my
special
experience.
without experience is a walking time bomb.
So would you say, when you see a special walking down to the street, you move to the other side of the road?
That would depend entirely on how I knew they were a special, if I had knowledge of their power particularly.
Like,
For example, Silas in particular, I would not ignore it. Actually, I would be more likely to keep a close eye on what he's doing. Because
So you say you'd watch and interrogate him simply because he's special.
if someone is a threat or a potential threat, do you ignore them?
well, like everybody.
If you see someone
but like everybody.
walk into the room with a weapon, do you ignore them?
Are you
Or
trying
do
to-
you...
But like,
Keep a
How long
cautious
are you
lookout.
guys gonna talk
like
about
what's the
this?
threshold for like
Giving me a
the
headache.
status of a weapon? Because
You're just now getting a
my
headache?
fists I can use as a weapon.
20 minutes.
I have used them as weapons.
I mean,
I'll just go to his closet and like hand her some headache medicine and water. And just
But,
like,
like-
sorry, this is too entertaining.
Hi, Kathryn.
There's a knock on the door.
Who is it?
Constance will go and
You gonna start to unlock all,
Yeah.
all the locks?
wonder who it is.
Oh, why did your door make that sound?
Get to the
It's
other
because of all
side
the
of
locks.
I'm gonna go to the other side of the
Archie
road,
is
the back
stepping
side of it,
into-
and just put my hand on like my hip.
Well, it lets him know. when somebody's
Archibald
opening the
is
door.
stepping through another door out of sight.
There are no doors.
There are...
That's his power.
of the room.
The doorway.
I'm referring to
He's
doorway.
He's gonna
into another room.
Monsters Inc. this thing. He's gonna rip open a door on the floor. And
Oh, he'll crawl under the pile of doors.
You just go into another room.
Yep.
The door opens. Standing there. You see a Hispanic man of average height. He is wearing. He's definitely visibly strong,
Mm.
but he is wearing what looks to be a raincoat
It's the rain.
over it himself.
Mhm.
He has a
It's
patchy
weird.
beard and short, messy brown hair.
Hello.
Hello?
Who are you? John?
Hey, question for you. I don't mean to be rude, but I see that you're a minority. And we were just having this big debate about specials. So putting you in their place. If somebody like
Hey.
saw you and realized
Fonzie?
you were Hispanic
Hey, Fonzie?
and ran to the other side of the
Hey,
road, would you
Fonzie?
consider that racism?
Fonzie? Hey, be quiet.
I was enjoying that discussion. It was very
I was
entertaining.
like, this
to
is a
watch.
random ass stranger.
What better way for you to get someone's
That I
political
know.
opinions?
What place does a stranger have in
Okay.
our private conversations?
No longer have my hand at my hip, and I'm actively holding a gun in my hand.
As on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
You should be aware that there are weapons that may or may not be armed in this
You
apartment.
see as he kind of looks around.
I will lean in front of him.
Was like I'm the weapon.
So I'll ask you again.
Mhm.
Why are you here? Or who are you? Who are you?
Nolan.
Nolan. Are you looking for John?
I'm looking for Kathryn.
Would I recognize them?
Do you know Kathryn? Does Kathryn?
Yes.
Who's Nolan?
You three would recognize Captain Nolan Hayes of the GOD,
Archie's invisible now.
the Global Operations and Defense Task Force.
Well, yeah. What do you? Does Kathryn know you?
No.
Okay. What do you want with Kathryn?
I heard she wanted to talk to me. I was told that she came here.
Who told you that?
The landlord.
I
hated
knew that
guy
bastard
for a
was-
reason.
Walk out the
I'm
door.
going to roll powered expertise.
I'm gonna close the door slowly.
You're like shit. No, you three are like fuck shit.
What did you say? Perchance, do I have a good relationship with this man?
Do
You've
any
never
of
met
us have a good relationship?
I have
with
a
this
+1 ongoing.
No, the only one of you that has met him is him.
You don't know that.
But I would know
What's
him
his-
by like.
What's his
Who is-
reputation?
He is effectively the captain of the National Guard. And
So
is
he's a
a very no, not National Guard, but that's the best equivalency.
Yeah. What's okay? And
Um,
remind me of the difference between GOD and UEG.
The GOD is the Global Operations and Defense Task Force of the UEG.
So they're like
They are police, government police,
Gotcha.
So
effectively.
when I figure out who's at the door, I would like to go ask Kathryn if she actually has to meet with him.
So they're like the CIA.
No. I'm assuming
Yeah.
if he saw either me or Alfonso,
He didn't
would-
not see you because you were on the other side.
I'm assuming if he saw
He
me,
saw
would he
Alfonso.
And
recognize
I've
me?
been
Probably.
kind of
Is he
blocking.
aware-
Did he recognize Alfonso?
he's-
Fonzie did straight
Roll
up talk to
discern
the guy.
intentions.
The moment Archibald heard his name, he's putting on that suit.
How much do you have to roll to get a perfect?
10+.
Okay,
10 plus is a complete success.
I'm using a token to roll a 10.
You don't
I got
get a token
7
from that. 'cause you
Yeah, I
spent
got
the token.
7 plus 2 from discern intent, then plus 1 from the token to roll a 10.
So, with powered expertise, I did roll a 10 plus, so I now have a +1
Wait.
ongoing with him.
This could be Bingus.
It is not. Trust me.
It's his
No, no.
his secret identity is,
Just, I need a drink.
dude, my dad every single day. The funny thing is, that's not a joke.
You you discern their intentions and know if they're lying. You get a +1 ongoing when interacting with this NPC.
So
Yeah.
should he recognize?
Oh, he is lying.
So
Un-
well,
What do you,
Lying about what?
Kathryn
Asked to see him.
asked to see.
technically we already knew that because he asked
Okay,
Kathryn.
so-
What I was rolling to see if he recognized,
Yeah.
and
like,
you said roll discern intent.
Yes.
on a
Yes.
scale of 1 to 10, how fucked am I right now?
Archie's invisible for
Yeah.
a reason.
I remember because I have a
I'd say
+1
that
against
that
Alan Boyle.
either.
What was his name again?
Nolan.
Nolan Hayes.
So yeah, as I close the door, I'm just gonna whisper over to Kathryn. Kathryn, do you want to talk to Nolan?
No.
Right. So
Kathryn, do you want out of the apartment?
should I open the door again and talk to him?
Probably not.
Right.
I'm
I'm just
going.
gonna turn this deadbolt, turn the next deadbolt.
He just
Okay.
on the other side of the door listening to you
we're on
walk
the second
in
story,
3 minutes.
yeah?
Hello? Yes, second story.
Are there window? I'm gonna go to a
There is
window
a-
and just.
There are a bunch of locks on it.
I don't care.
There's a
Superman.
secret way out.
I'm sorry. There. What?
He starts to jiggle the handle.
So we're just in here talking. It'll be a minute.
That was a lot
He
louder
is
than a
not-
man of his strength should do.
Patrick,
He
I'm
is
assuming I
wearing-
have a secret way out of
I
this.
don't know how much you know of Omega suits, but he is wearing one. We have to go now.
Maybe
Go
if
to
you
the
want-
Yeah, I'm aware. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm scared.
All right. Secret way out now.
Okay, I'm gonna take you guys to the bedroom, and in the back left corner, closest to the outside wall, Because that's the wall that's closest to the corner. There is a trap door that has a bunch of fake paper glued to the top, bunch of papers glued to the top of it to give the appearance of it's just a normal ass part of my apartment. I'm going to open it and usher you guys down.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a set of stairs leading into darkness.
I'm gonna be scooping up Kathryn as we're going.
Mm-hmm. I need all of you to roll.
You dodge.
I'm gonna go hide from you.
Do I have to roll it over my head?
Do I need to
No,
roll?
you'd have to be going by yourself.
All right. Hide from view.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I
You
was
still need to-
visible whenever I was interacting with them. Never mind.
You'll need to roll. It's just you have bonus.
I'm gonna use another token. So I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Three.
Hide from
Do
view
you
is
want
a
to use
stick, right?
tokens?
You only
Um,
have 3. How many tokens
I
do you
have
have?
3. I could get to
You
a
still-
6.
You still can't succeed. Unless so, you got a 7.
Yes.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 10. Hide from view is swift.
Yep. So 10 plus 2 is 12.
I got 12.
You got another token for that. You get a token for 10 plus when you roll. And what did you get?
I got a 7. I will spend 3 tokens to make that a 10.
Is there a way to close the door behind you?
Yeah. And then there's also like 10 locks on our side.
If
I
you-
will
because you rolled the highest, naturally. If you would like to, you can roll assist or hinder to help him because he failed.
No, don't do that. Constance.
No,
is
okay,
going
never
to-
mind.
Yeah. As soon as you guys go down, he's gonna close it behind you. Buy you some time. Go.
Since you're gonna get yourself killed.
I'll be fine.
There's
I-
locks on this side.
You
He's
know-
not getting in.
Okay,
I would like to throw
You
some-
hear
I'm going to pull him down.
all of you hear from this side an audible crack.
I would like to yank him down after.
No.
No.
He's bigger than you and stronger than you.
As I'm going in the thing, I would like to throw something, a fairly sized object, to break a suspiciously human-sized hole into the window, like somebody jumped out of it.
Roll, stand your ground.
To see if
Covers
he can-
doing actions while under extreme danger or stress.
That adds up.
That is plus grit.
That's an 8.
8. I will give you a bad consequence, a difficult decision, or a price to pay.
$20.
All right, what?
A bad consequence,
Pay to win, be
a
like.
difficult decision, or price.
If I use a token, then I'll get it to a 10, right?
If you used to.
2 tokens. You will get it to a 10.
I'm not gonna use them any other time, so I'll just use those two.
Okay. And you do what you're trying to do. So you grab. There's one good
Archibald.
thing that you could easily grab that would bring you roughly human. No, I'm talking about
throw your coffee maker.
coffee maker.
No.
There's one visible thing you could throw, and that is it.
I knew it.
With what money?
So you,
We've already discussed that I
you
am
two
filthy
go
rich.
down. You
Under
throw the
gunfire.
coffee maker out. It breaks a huge hole in the window, and then you go down. Do you go back out to the?
Yeah. I'm. Once they have left, I'm gonna open the door again.
The front door.
Yes.
As you see, as the raincoat is gone, he is wearing. Can you please describe what the suits look like?
I wasn't aware that I chose. I got
Bunny
that.
suits.
You made the
Um,
suit.
Bunny suits.
Well, so they're sort of a dull gray metal sheen.
Kind
um,
of similar to Iron Man. a little
Very
bit.
similar to Iron Man. There is no core there. There are some glowing lines. Depend what color.
Glowing red.
All right. In the suit that just sort of go around.
And he's not
that's-
wearing the helmet at the moment.
It's
And
very
he's wearing that I need Kathryn.
Alright, she's not here.
I know that's not true.
Come on in.
And he pushes past you. Sees the window. Goes over and looks out. Where is she?
At this point, I don't know, actually.
She didn't jump out the window. 2 stories up.
I mean, she may not have
Could have
perchance-
easily killed herself. She's not going to do that.
I mean, I survived this 2-story fall. I'll be honest.
You don't have a broken leg.
No, but I mean, people who fall at greater heights with minimal injury. You just gotta know how to land.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I'm like a cat. I've been in.
He
cat
just
fights.
goes looking around, throwing the papers everywhere, and looking.
You ever been in a cockfight?
And he's just throwing papers.
Ben-
Just goes,
Been in
What?
a cockfight?
Yes. It's a lot like a cat fight.
You ever heard the
I
term
can't be in a
fencing?
cockfight.
Oh,
You know,
trust me.
yeah.
A cop
Why?
once actually got killed during a cockfight. You know, like 80 years ago or something.
It's Kathryn. Where'd she go?
There's a local
She's-
cockfight.
He left.
How?
By means of a threshold.
Where? She go?
She left.
He grabs you, lifts you about half a foot off the ground, and slams you into the wall. Where the fuck is Kathryn? I will crush your windpipe.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going
Alright.
down. At this point.
How many of those peeps are you gonna eat?
All of them.
So he's wearing armor. Is he wearing a helmet?
Not at the moment. He's not.
Give him a kiss.
Kiss his forehead.
Just watch him like
He looked at
fall
me.
backwards, gagging.
Alright. Fuck it. Big old broad.
Okay, are you rolling take up arm?
We bowl.
Okay.
Use your tokens.
How many? What did you get
Um,
with your +2? I know you do.
I can make it a 7 with tokens. I'll spend 2 tokens to make this.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That is just you do equal damage to each other. You damage each other. But you might have something different.
Yeah. Nope, that's just gonna be equal damage. My damage at this point. Is his armor powered?
Yes.
I do have the extra ability to ignore armor on an attack.
One of your attacks.
So yeah, as he holds me up against the wall, I'm just going to. I guess yeah, I would have to wrap my arms like around his and just.
And he drops you. You do deal 2 harm, but he does immediately swing his fist, slamming into your side, dealing 3 harm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it kind of flings you against the wall again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to kill you, but I will.
I believe that.
Trust me, it's not personal. I'm just doing my job.
Same.
But he lifts you up again. Are you going to tell me now? Or do I need to kill you?
Killing me too.
That doesn't stop me from getting information.
What does that mean?
I just shouldn't damage your brain too much.
You got
But he throws you out of the door into the hallway.
you got brain extractors.
Yeah. Are you willing to talk? He like because you're kind of slumped against the wall. He kind of leans down close. I don't even have to kill you. I know the exact spot on your spine to paralyze you for life. If you tell me now, nothing bad will happen to you. Roll. Make your roll.
That's an 11.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a 12.
Mhm.
So when I roll
Okay.
a 12 plus,
You have the.
I have
Mhm.
smash,
Mm-hmm.
which means I deal damage and choose something physical your target has. A weapon,
and they
position,
lose
or a
it.
limb. They lose it. Does their head count?
I will
as
not let you instantly
Okay.
kill.
Could a suit of armor constitute a weapon at this point?
Yes.
I would like to place a punch somewhere on his suit of armor, like it just destabilizes it to where it
Like
it
as he's talking to you, you're kind of looking around the suit of armor, looking for anything.
Mhm.
There's a spot right here that seems to be just a little warm. And you see as the suit begins flashing red.
I'm out of there. I'm running.
Oh yeah, that was one of the errors.
You three and Kathryn. You're holding Kathryn as you're going down the stairs. You don't know how Hal didn't notice you built this into one of the abandoned rooms that Hal stopped working.
Or use galvanized steel to expand his apartment.
Was that a reference to like the videos where like they build the kids' rooms?
Yeah.
Me building a 4,000 kid room in my house.
Does it lead outside?
Not
systems.
immediately.
Sewer
no.
systems.
That's what I was thinking. It leads into the sewer system.
Let's go.
It does.
Yeah.
So you come into the sewer system. As usual, as you would expect, it smells awful, but you're far enough away where you can assume he's not coming.
I'm gonna activate my energy armor. Mark doesn't want to get dirty. And this will keep that out. Because he's still with that.
So, where do you go?
Why does it look like you all expect me to know this place?
You would notice a shimmering green barrier around Archibald that's keeping the water from touching him.
I'm still wearing the power armor, so I'm gonna reach out and just like, just out of here. I just touch it, just see what happens.
Nothing,
Nothing
happens. It
happens?
just feels something. Getting
Like-
on. Weird.
Okay, so why do I get the feeling all of you expect me to know where to go from here?
Because you spend a lot of time in the sewers, from what I can smell. Sorry, I meant to say tell.
You're dirty and gross, and this place is dirty and gross, so.
Yeah, you're the one who connected it to your house through
Because
a
it's
walkway.
fast, and no one will expect me to go into the sewers.
We
Oh, I
have to
guess
cause
that's
some
what
kind of
I'm saying.
distraction to get Nolan away from there. He's not going to let him go until he gets what he wants. And something tells me,
We
He's
could
not
burn
gonna give
down
him
the
anything.
building.
and Nolan does not like that.
Not anymore. That's in my apartment.
Is that what all that paper was for?
So unless we want him to die, we need to get Nolan's
As
attention somehow.
you are there in the sewer, hear something. The sounds of this creature coming through the sewers echoes.
Would I recognize?
It's hard to tell. There are a lot of things that wander the sewers.
Is my visor back up and working again?
Yeah.
Alright.
There is a small, not a small, but decently large raccoon coming through the sewers.
That
Oh,
Jeffrey? Don't you?
Jeffrey?
Is it like. I'm assuming we can't see.
Not yet.
Does
But
it sound
yes.
aggressive?
It's just coming this direction.
Okay, so when he does get in view, would I recognize this raccoon?
No.
Does it have any abnormal characteristics?
No.
Just large.
Just a normal raccoon.
Normal raccoon. Normal
A
size
large.
raccoon.
It doesn't have a name.
Large.
How would you know that?
Does
I
it
know you,
have a
Patrick.
connection to a dead, long dead?
You see coming around the corner
Just a raccoon.
is a very old raccoon.
Archie ever see?
No. Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Do I recognize this raccoon
You've maybe seen it once.
as I've made this place?
There's a
You didn't
bounty
make
on it.
this sewer.
I've made the ladder.
You
leading
have seen
to
this
the
raccoon before. Every once in a while, it just wanders down into this part of the sewer.
Would I have
You found it
named
in your
this
apartment drinking
raccoon?
coffee one
What
time.
would you have named it?
I have
Say
the chance
rocket?
to do something really funny.
You do.
Connor,
What's up?
would you like this raccoon to be your NPC?
Unfortunately, this raccoon is an entity that already exists.
exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to nickname said raccoon.
Bingus Jungle.
Can't you? Jeremiah.
Preston.
Preston. This is Preston the raccoon.
So you come around the corner, you see Preston. This old raccoon just
This is a very old raccoon.
it's clearly fat. Very well fed.
Very well fed raccoon.
It looks up at the four.
How's it going?
I'm just gonna wave at it.
Yeah? When did it get to be that old?
Hi.
Archie's gonna reach down. Oh.
Try scratching at you, but you're wearing the
I'm
armor.
gonna slap Archie on the back of the head and take it and set it down. Just-
Your hand.
He's wearing the armor.
Your hand hurt.
I'm wearing armor. Same as you. So just
Well, his is powered.
yeah, but it's not like I hurt my hand.
How old does it seem to be?
Oh, older than a raccoon should be.
You should not be. How are you? Who did this to you?
I'm just gonna walk
Was
up
it
and pet
special?
Preston.
That's a very strange.
You know, did you guys forget the fact we're running for our lives right now?
Yep.
Why are you playing with a raccoon?
All right. He's gonna put the raccoon under his arm. All right. Yep. Yep. On we go. On we go.
You're just running with a fat old raccoon.
He's our buddy. It's Preston.
I've got to study him later. He's
a
lived much
raccoon.
longer than he's supposed to. There must be a reason for that. Maybe a special thing. Very, very powerful.
I'm going to say you're metagaming right now because it just looks like an old raccoon.
You said longer than he should. Okay.
It's just an old raccoon.
Okay.
There's no reason for Archie to be noticed. To
I only
notice
said that
that.
because you said he looks like he's lived much longer.
he just
than
looks really old for a
Okay.
raccoon.
Never mind. I'll set him down. Have a nice day. Terrific.
Did you call him Preston, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, hi Preston. Good to meet you. My name's Alfonso.
Name's not Preston.
Sit.
I didn't know he did that.
Stop.
I assume he.
And turns around. Name's not Preston.
What's your name?
There's no sign
Rocky.
Uh,
Looks very
Rocky the
angry.
raccoon. Seems a little on the nose.
I love you're just having a casual conversation.
Who
What
named
happened
it?
to her?
bad guy beat her up. Somebody else saved her, also beat her up. We got her out of a bunker, took her to a safe house. Dude kicked down the door, and now we're running.
Why'd you never talk to me before?
I trusted you.
Did you not like me?
You weren't listening.
I don't do that very much.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you taking her?
Currently this way. Don't ask me where that
Do
goes.
you know of a safe spot?
Come with me.
You're just gonna trust a raccoon? You wouldn't even trust me.
He turns
I trust
around.
the raccoon more
and
than
Or
you.
he starts walking the direction you were going.
He's nice. I gave him.
No one's ever called me nice.
I gave him a marshmallow once or twice. I didn't expect this to happen.
They were stale.
Why can you speak?
Because I can.
It was the marshmallow.
Did someone do that to you?
No. I don't want to talk to you.
Can
You're
animals
a doctor. Hey, is
can animals be special?
No.
that an out of game question?
Yes.
Not
should ask-
officially.
Okay.
You should ask me. your ability. You don't have any
Mhm.
ability level to speak of. So
Starting
need to look at the camera. Only
So
have
where
my
we headed?
tools here.
Rocky.
Safe place. I
Is it-
think.
Fair enough.
No one's died there in a long time.
That implies
How,
someone
fair
has.
enough.
how long exactly?
I don't know.
Everybody.
How long have you been down here?
In this house? Not yet, at
I don't
least.
live down here. What do you think I am?
I mean, you seem well fed, so I didn't expect you to
Not some dumb squirrel.
Is there just some
What do you-
unknown beef between squirrels and raccoons? That I
Fuck squirrels.
They taste
What
pretty
squirrels
good in
do to you?
stews.
What?
Please don't.
What did squirrels do to you?
I hate squirrels.
What's that?
Dicks.
How's
You
that?
said fuck squirrels, and I was like, please don't do that, Patrick.
Has Rocky been in a cockfight?
You should ask him.
That makes sense.
His response would be chickens taste good.
So you follow him to, and there's a ladder up to a manhole. He starts.
You need a hand there, Rocky?
No.
Okay.
Eventually, he gets up, starts butting his head against the manhole. God damn it!
You,
I told him not to put it back.
You sure you don't need a hand there, Rocky?
I'm just gonna climb up behind him and open the mail and hole cover.
Thank you.
What? I got told no.
He climbs
That's rude.
Because I didn't ask for his help. He offered it.
I'm assuming.
I offered it.
I'm carrying Kathryn again because I think we forgot to mention that.
No,
He's
no.
scared.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Because he
My bad.
So how's she gonna get up the ladder?
throw.
Climb on his back.
He's not here.
here.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, he's getting thrown around. Just get on my back. The armor should help.
I guess I'll hand Kathryn to him.
Just talking raccoons now.
Yep.
And to clarify,
Rocky
Kathryn, you are not hallucinating.
Oh
this.
great. You climb up.
Unless we're all hallucinating.
You're on a street.
Collectively.
Could
To it's the neighborhood where Kathryn lives, but it's a few houses down. You see an old white house that's 2 stories. The paint's chipping. There's a trespassing sign out front, or
A no
Nailed.
trespassing sign, right?
no trespassing sign.
Not just
nailed to the
trespassing.
post.
I
Is
dare
there
you.
anyone around that just saw a fat raccoon and 4 people climb out of the sewers?
You see an old African American man just sitting on his porch.
Howdy, sir.
Good morning, Gerald.
Sewers are lovely this evening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not wearing my
Uh-huh.
glasses.
Don't talk. Don't
With
act like we
pleasure.
know each other. And Rocky goes up to the house and starts scratching. You see there the whole bottom of the door is covered in scratches.
I just opened it. Like, just opened
The door is locked. Or, yeah, you turn. I don't think he's awake right now. I'll wait. You just sit there. After a few minutes, you hear unlocking, though the door does not open. The door unlocks. You're gonna have to open the door. Norman, you see an old man standing there. He has gray hair, an unkempt beard. He's wearing it's not like glasses for blind people, but they're very close. And Weston, is that you?
Yes.
Weston.
You back?
No,
Maybe.
I'm not. We're not Weston. Rocky.
What the
let
fuck
us
you want?
here?
Rocky, what the fuck? They have someone hurt. Okay.
Weston
Man
Newdale.
turns around.
Missed and wounded.
Yeah, what about him? You know where he is?
No, no one's seen or heard from him in 30 years.
Didn't think so. He walks in.
Would I know by
Nope.
reputation this house?
No, no idea. You walk in. It's the living room, dining room is one big room, and the kitchen is off the corner. Dining room off to the right. To the left, there is an old TV, like 80s TV,
Naturally.
with every single piece of Star Trek media from the past 30 years stacked in the right corner, in the left corner of the room.
Why are you getting so happy?
You'll find out later. Dust and webs have covered all the Star Trek.
Beam
media.
me up, Scotty.
Yeah, you see him sit down. There is.
What's up, guys?
You see he was in the middle of making his lunch, where you see a jar of pickles, some bologna on the side, and some bread. He starts making a sandwich with some bologna and an ungodly amount of pickles. Pickles like a handful of pickle.
We have to establish one thing. One, what type of bread is this? And two, what ends of the bread is this?
The middle of the sandwich.
So it's the
bread.
middle of the sandwich, white bread. Is it toasted?
Yeah.
Is the bologna cooked, fried,
No.
or raw?
Raw.
Are the pickles cooked?
No.
Right.
Also, however many pickles you're imagining right now.
Imagine add 10 more.
So it's like a mountain
handful of
pickles.
pickles.
And they're not like diced pickles either.
They're like
They're
full pickles.
They're maybe cut in half.
What kind of pickles? Are they like sweet pickles, dill
No, dill
pickles, dill pickles?
It's just like I like pickles.
He just starts slowly eating the sandwich.
I'm just making awkward eye contact with it. Well, no, I'm just staring at
Put
the
her
sandwich.
upstairs in the room on the left.
How soggy is said sandwich? After all the pickles.
Immediate side.
Immediate sog.
I'm just
Disgusted by this sight.
Rocky
Archie
walk
immediately-
climbs up the stairs. Don't go into Weston's room again.
Also, when they left the sewer, he would have turned off the barrier. Yeah, he'll follow.
I'm just
You
busy
go
counting
upstairs.
pickles.
You're like, one. My God.
One,
Like I like pickles, but
2,000.
And you go upstairs. They're cut in half.
I'm gonna follow upstairs.
And you go into the room. There's two doors on the left, one door on the right.
I'm walking to the door on the right.
A door is
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I was gonna walk into the door.
Oh.
Thunk.
You forgot.
Let me try again. Thunk.
The first one. You enter the first door on the left, and you see what looks to be an old office with a like a cot more than a bed. You set Kathryn down. I told you it was safe. I told you it was safe. Sorry, I
For
had
how
to.
long Nolan found us there too.
He won't find you. Who's Nolan?
Nolan Hayes, head of the DoD.
Hayes.
What?
Nah, don't worry.
How do you know Nolan Hayes?
I don't know the one. I know Lizzie Hayes.
How do you?
You know his mom?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
I knew her. Who are you?
I did
Yeah.
not realize.
What? I know you,
Wait.
John.
What?
I like
How
this
does he know
raccoon.
that John is an alien?
That's how he says it.
John.
Would you have known that Lizzie was his mom?
Probably.
Forgot about that. You, of course, you knew Lizzie because did you know Weston?
Did I know Weston? I was a raccoon.
Yeah. What?
And we're going to shift over to Constance.
I got it.
You are running out.
Out of the building.
Where do you go?
Um,
Your mom's house.
We're here.
And he is too. What?
can I get the map?
Anybody
Toddlers
have a
be
map?
like,
Yes.
Bag this.
Where's what apartment is John in?
This-
Like, what building?
C-137.
It's on the right side.
it'd be
It's one of the bigger
C237.
The
It's
It's
Bull
on the
House?
second floor.
ones. No. It's on the right side of the map.
Yeah, but like what number?
It's backwards.
Let me see the map.
Assisted living complex.
Yes.
No.
That's the apartment complex.
That
Number
makes sense
7,
why it's so
the apartment
decrepit.
complex.
Just the apartment
Is
complex.
it number
Yeah, it's
7?
the apartment complex.
Right there.
Oh,
It'd be
okay.
funnier if it was the assistant living.
You are right across the street from the assisted living.
I go over there and play Moncala all the time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Is that hill
What?
climb racing? Is that 1 or 2?
One.
And not only old people live there. For poor people too. So like Alfonso.
Longo doesn't live
Yeah.
I know, but it's for poor people.
Homeboy is
That's part of the bet in the fights is I gotta sleep on your couch for the next week.
I'm gonna go to the Bird Star Mall.
So you enter
Bird
the mall.
Star.
It's 2 stories.
Bird.
The bottom floor is, and there's escalators going up. The bottom floor is just mainly food.
But
and
there's
the
people
other
out here,
Yeah,
right?
a bunch of people.
Great.
A bunch of people in a town of like 20 people, but anyway.
I gave that $20 back to Credit, didn't I?
You did. No, yeah, you did in fact give that $20 back to Graderton. Or Alan, as he actually is called.
No, he's
Credit
not.
in.
Well, I am going to, as I enter the mall, I'm going to take off my hoodie and flannel, bottle it up, and throw it into a trash can. Will my $3 buy me a pair of scissors?
A really cheap pair of scissors.
A pair of kitty scissors.
Great. I'm gonna buy a pair of scissors. Go find the nearest bathroom. Give myself a haircut. Kind of really fucking strangely. I don't know. And then I'm going to throw the scissors away. I've got like what, 17 cents left.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, great. And then
Go ask for money.
Go big.
Huh?
Go big for money.
no, that would make me stick out. I don't want to stick out right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit in the food court.
Are you doing anything else for a while?
Laying low.
Will you leave the mall at some point?
We'll give it an hour.
An hour. Okay. We're going to go back to them now. pet raccoon. Uh-huh.
I didn't know. And again, I guess we weren't exactly close.
If I remember right, you met Weston what, twice? 3 times max?
I mean, that whole memory fiasco with that trip definitely took him off my radar.
What?
A lot of strange things happened in Entity Point 30 years ago.
Oh, I was aware of that. I read a history.
How old is Dr. Paul?
47. He said, "How old is Dr. Bald?"
Yeah.
47 or 37?
47.
So you're 47.
So he would have been 17 when he was with Weston.
I'm the second oldest.
I don't think they would know that.
Well,
No.
If you have done any research about the town, you would have known the field trip he is referring to would have happened 32 years ago.
Wait, so just because I know about the town, I would have known about the field trip?
It is a very famous field trip.
What kind
Basically,
of field trips do they get to go on for school?
30, actually, no, it would have been 33 years ago.
Yeah.
33 years ago was an old science facility called Kane Labs. Currently, the rubble of it is underneath the Bird Star Mall. The students went there, and there was a horrific gas leak. Several of them went unconscious. No one died. There was a lot of injury.
You can hardly call that an American tragedy.
No, but it's Entity Point tragedy.
Compared to really small town.
And immediately following the event, everyone's memory of it was erased. But a year or two
Yeah,
later,
immediately after, everyone forgot about it. But a couple years later, all that memory came back. It's unclear why.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Clarify.
I was about to go clarify, but then I remembered her name was Kathryn.
Catherinify.
Kathryn.
Well, please tell me he made that joke and then went, all right, name's Kathryn.
I mean, after that, I didn't really have much more time to be crying. I became more interested in, well,
The old man walks into the room and goes over to Catherine, holding several boxes or several cases. All right, what'd you do to her?
Yeah, I didn't do it.
we rescued
Mm-hmm.
from.
Okay, so, long story short, bag had broken house, beat her up. Other dude saved her. Dude she knew, took her to a bunker, interrogated.
You don't need to
you-
give me her whole life
A
story.
UEG agent.
I'm just
tried to
giving you the past
assassinate
24
her.
hours.
A Cloud agent stopped her, and then stopped that, then kidnapped her,
Okay.
and
That's all I need to
interrogated
hear.
her physically, and then we got her out.
Mhm. Okay. He puts the boxes down. And he opens them. And there's a bunch of medical supplies, and he starts patching her.
I'm assuming she's still conscious at this point.
Oh, she's almost passed out. He's like,
So how'd you learn to talk?
always talk.
That's weird.
He's a little
Cool.
freak. That's what he is.
Weird.
Yeah, fuck you.
What?
Yeah,
day
fuck
is
you.
it? How smart is this raccoon?
You happen to have-
What day it was?
Yeah.
Do you happen to have any
Thursday.
tools?
Is it Thursday?
Tools. Yeah, we got a bunch of Jonesy stuff in the back.
What? Who?
It's one of my sons.
I didn't
Is this
know Weston
Weston's
had a brother.
dad?
Yes,
Oh.
this is Mr. Newdale.
I'll go take a look.
Mr. Woodale.
Is it
Password
Newdale
of
or
1987.
Newdale?
It is Newdale.
That's That certainly was a year.
Mm-hmm.
Good year. Good vintage.
That's the year my life got fucked.
In
So we're
some
talking
ways, that
about
was the way
birthdays or historical
that
events?
was the
I'm
year that-
confused.
my life began. The way it is.
My entire life went downhill after that because of that. What happened?
What?
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't know? Thought I'd be all famous now.
No, I did not. Right?
No.
I knew there was a lot of stuff going on. I didn't know about that.
What do you do?
Kept changing.
What?
I don't know any of you. I'm done. I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
gonna.
I'm sorry. I'll go check on.
You look
Jonesy's
familiar.
equipment.
I know you.
I don't think so.
Just say your name is Weston.
John Smith.
That's
How old is this guy again?
a
Roughly?
Yes.
late 70s.
The image of a 70-year-old who, like, his mouth smells of pickles, saying that's a fake ass name is hilarious.
Reek is a better word.
I imagine the entire room started smelling like pickles when he walked in. Everyone's just like, I smell pickles.
Nail brushed against my knee. I'm like, oh no, what is that?
It wasn't me.
What's your real name, son?
I don't know.
Maybe that might tell me what. Don't fuck with me. I've dealt with way too much. I will shoot you.
What?
I will help.
Respect.
I will also shoot myself.
A gun.
Does he have a gun on him?
Not that you can see.
The visor.
No.
You don't have.
That's what you think.
He's gonna use one of these bad boys.
Put that down. Take your finger off the trigger, you moron.
I like this
Go
man. So
sit
far,
in the
he just
corner.
called you
So
a fake.
Guns. So uncivilized.
life.
Sit in the corner and think of what you did.
I'm gonna. So where is
You go downstairs. A room on the left. Or on the right. And there's a padlock on it with 1997. Open it up. And it's an old storage room filled with old gadgets and equipment. Science.
Can I say I went with him?
Sure.
I'm gonna be in the corner of the room upstairs.
Thinking about what
I
you
am
heavily
also-
recommend not touching.
I am also incredibly loudly eating a pickle.
Yeah.
Good pickles. You get good
Spraying pickle juice all over this ancient technology.
That's on my way out.
You
You just
see
say fuck it and dub the pictures out everywhere.
It would kill you.
Oops.
so you see a small what seems to be glass cylinder device with these there's a couple copper caps on each end, various gears and small wires and a button on one side. And it's glowing a very faintly glowing a bright blue. Very faint.
Can I figure out?
Not without using it.
Make a roll. All right. So you said there's a button.
Do it.
Press the button. Better not be what I think it.
What do you think it is?
Better not. Also, better
See?
not be a bomb.
Press the button.
It's a bomb. And the whole story
explodes.
we're all dead.
The other side, a beam of blue energy starts burning
nope.
into the floor.
Nope.
He presses it again. The color
bigger.
faded even more.
Oh,
It's almost out of energy.
I see.
It's a lightsaber.
I'm gonna go ahead and
No,
so
it's just a beam of energy that just keeps going.
my
Some innocent person in China is dead.
so you see him tap a button on his palm. Battery. So a cylindrical device with some glowing maroon lines on it appears in his hand, and all right, let's get the rest of this energy out of this. That's not something that should be around. He's gonna-
Aw.
It doesn't work.
You didn't press the button. Right?
So you press it. You see flickers of the energy go into it. So what does it look like again?
So it's just so honestly, it's really just picture some sort of the size of a lightsaber hilt, but just very plain, a dark metal with some.
Yeah, flecks of the energy start going, then get sucked back in. And you hear this young boy's voice emanate from it. Not today, motherfucker. Mine. And you clearly tell it's automated.
I like this game.
Oh, all right. Let's try this again. So, maroon tendrils
ramping.
would just
Attached to it. And the energy is sucked inside.
At least it plays like a really dilapidated version of the message.
Oh, right. What do I have in mind?
Oh.
He has killed the child.
He's dead.
All right, I am going. So, I'm gonna study this later.
Could you use
He's gonna
that?
pick it up and send it to his toolbox.
Hey, could you use that to power my suit?
I do not think that that would be a
Yeah, let's find
wise idea.
Just stays
So you
me
are in the room
in the corner.
with Mr. Newdale
In the corner.
in the corner, thinking
corner.
about what you've done. He's patching her up. What's your real name?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Never have. Probably did some point in my life, but I've forgotten it now.
Mm. Something about you feels familiar.
I get that a lot.
How old are you?
32.
Where were you born?
Don't know.
Maybe I knew your parents.
I know a lot of things, but nothing about myself.
You should do more work into that. Well,
The only people that know stuff about me don't like sharing information.
like who?
You know, I get around.
Mm-hmm. I know someone that knows information. You see him look up into the ceiling.
Jesus.
What? No. I don't believe in that shit. Makes deals. Gets information.
What do I have to give?
Whatever you're willing to give. I did it to get my son back. And now I can't see him anymore. Until he comes back. But I'll be here. I'll be waiting. If he does.
What if you pass away before then?
Well, then I'll find him in hell.
Understandable. Patrick, can I roll discern intent to see if he knows anything about me that he's not saying?
Sure.
10.
+1 ongoing.
That people do you have a plus one?
Three?
Currently 3. Craterton, Nolan
That's
Hayes.
not his name.
Yeah. +1 to what's this guy's name again?
Mr. Newdale.
Mr. Moody.
Alrighty.
He's not sure. He thinks he does, but he doesn't know for certain.
Okay. So, one thing that I realized earlier that I'm going to utilize now, I forgot that as per the code effect of the vigilante, I have +1 ongoing to all influence their action rolls, which gives me a +3. And I have a +1 on top of that for this guy. So I want to roll influence their actions to get him to tell me.
Yep. So you cannot fail. You have to roll 2 1s to fail. Snake eyes.
Roll, do it.
You have +4
Do
to
it.
this roll.
5, 6, 7.
Plus
That's an
4.
11.
11.
That means I
So
get
you
a
want
token.
him to tell just tell me what you say to him. As he's like, you see as he's trying to hold back some tears as he's talking about his son. As he's Kathryn is completely passed out.
She's passed away.
Continue.
She does.
Continue
There's
to,
a pool of blood on the floor.
patch her up, but he's almost. You can tell he's almost done applying medicine and stuff.
What do you know?
I don't know much. You just kind of look like someone I knew to know.
Who?
There was a girl who used to work at my old job, Kane Labs. Abigail. She was the sister of that Downs kid. You kind of look like her. Got her eyes.
Abigail.
Downs. You look like you got her eyes. But the rest of you, something else.
Gone down.
There's something else about you, though.
The fact that I'm not,
No,
a woman.
no. Your face.
Ugly to be her son.
No. You look like who I think you do.
Who?
That I might have to tell you.
Who do you think my parents are?
Abigail Downs. And some bastard named Malcolm Kane. That is where we will end this session of Entity Point. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome.